Hello all, and welcome to Putrefaction. So what is Putrefaction exactly? Well, let's have a little look and see, shall we? Option wise, there's got some video settings. As you can imagine, audio, which sets your audio. And finally controls, which are semi-rebindable. I'll explain that in more detail in a little bit. So let's just dive on in and carry the game. Continue the game from where it was. It is checkpoint based, unfortunately, so you can't go back and replay earlier levels. I have to run around and try and find my ammunition. I think I was going this way. That's right. So yes, like most of these style games, as you can imagine, it is an old school shooter. Which of course means you don't worry about collecting ammunition. I don't know where they're off to. I'm guessing that means there's a way up. Are they different? Now that's my first criticism of this game. Is that sometimes the spawning system can be a tad ropey in this game for sure. And my next criticism is I forgot what my criticism was now. No, for a game that's based on the old school shooters. You see what I mean about the spawning? It just kind of randomly drops them in the normal places like that behind you from the different rooms around. For an old school shooter, it is very much Doom inspired. I mean, this has been around a lot longer than the latest Doom re-release. You would expect there to be some quite big open levels. Though things do get a little bit later on, they're not really big, wide, expansive levels that you would expect. I was going that way, wasn't I? Got to check to pick everything up. I mean, this does seem quite large, this level, but in actual fact, it's not really, because of these catwalks you're stuck on for a lot of it. So I'm just having a click in a moment. So yes, this is an old school shooter. You can imagine you get your assault rifle type gun. They all have a secondary fire mode. That's got like a shotgun here, and that's got a rocket launcher. Well, I wouldn't call it a rocket launcher. More like a sort of mini grenade. It's not particularly effective. Some weapons are better than others. You get a lot of areas like this. When you come into a room, there's not really... Once in a blue moon there might be something to pick up. Some ammunition or some health kits maybe. And that is another little issue. No secrets for an old school inspired game. Maybe I can get down here. No, I can't. For an old school and Doom inspired game, you would normally expect there to be a few secrets kicking around, but there's nothing. I've not seen anything like that in this game anywhere. The game itself lasts about 4 hours or so in the campaign. Let's say weapons, you know, so an axe for your melee. Later on in the game, you do get some more exotic weapons like the freeze gun. Load times are fast. Story-wise, I don't think there is one. You've just been sent to this place to clear out these aliens. Oh, is that just another shotgun I picked up? Oh, this is I think this is a boss fight. Yeah, that's definitely a boss fight. I think I'll take his head down first. Oh yeah, I should try using these explodey things. Oh, these. Come over here, chubby chops. Got a surprise for you. So this is what I was... trying to say. That's one of the biggest problems with the semi-rebindable keys. because you can't rebind your weapon keys to something more useful. And this is the sort of level you want in these kind of games. Ah, rockets, that's what I wanted. These little runny things are quite annoying. Oops. Do I not have another? I thought I had another exploded canister around here. I clearly do not. Oh, and that's the other reason why I can't stand those little sods. They keep intercepting the missiles meant for chubby chops here. Where do you die? I think he's down now. So yes. So yeah, 4-hour campaign. The game is mostly linear, for the most part anyway. Some of the earlier levels were a little bit dull, with some backtracking in them. And so as you can imagine, it's a fairly decent selection of enemies as well. You don't need to worry about things like reloading like classic old FPSs at the time. And this was doing the new Doom before the new Doom was. So that's quite impressive. Let me switch to a short range weapon like the shotgun there. And I really wanted something with a bit of distance to it. So there's not a bad selection of enemy types as well. Some sort of semi-inventive ones later on. I mean, there's nothing that's going to completely blow your mind. That is what I mean. I keep occasionally picking your axe when you don't really want a melee weapon in a game that's about shooting, because that's stuck on number 1. You can't move it to anywhere else. I'd much rather that be something like a rocket launcher. But all in all, I mean, I think it's a 5 or less, this game. So it's pretty decent for what it is. It's not at all a must-play. Certainly, it's not as good as Doom. Of course, it wouldn't be, because it's by a little indie developer. He does have several games on Steam. They are all generally Unity-based, but he does actually make his own games with them at least. It's not something you can say for a lot of the asset flippers that are currently available on Steam. So yeah, if you're in the mood for an old school shooter, it doesn't really bring anything new to the table. So that it would be good if there was some more big open levels like this one. And some of the spawning issues could be sorted, and not having them always constantly peering behind you. That would be nice. Let's say weapon-wise, it's predictable enough. But yeah. Did that really miss? Hello. Yeah, if it had a few more, maybe a few more secrets, or well, any secrets to find would be nice. Oh yeah, see, occasionally you get moments like that when you've got 2 enemies spawned exactly on top of each other. So it'd be good if they could deal with a few things like that as well, perhaps. But yeah, for a low-cost Doom-alike, this is one of the better ones available on Steam. Thanks to its low cost. So 4 hours campaign. There's a skirmish mode as well. Oh. Oh, didn't know. Well, on that bombshell, we'll end there, I think. So yeah, there's not much in the way controls. There's no crouching or anything like that. It's jump and shoot basically. So that'd be really my biggest issue. If only they can make a few more big open levels like this, sort out the spawning, and add a few secrets. That'd make this absolutely peachy. But for a low cost old school shooter, it's good for what it is. So there we are. I think we'll conclude our dealings there. And hopefully you found this video useful. And if you have, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you're alive. And I'll see you all the next time. Bye now.